Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you would like to know the price, simply click on the link in the description below. If you enjoy our videos, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would buy a watch at JazzTime.com. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Self-Winding Chronograph, reference 26331ST.OO.1220ST.03. I'm going to talk to you guys about everything. The bezel, the dial, the case, the movement, the bracelet, try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's go start right in. Now, the case is a stainless steel case. As you can see, it's glare-proofed sapphire crystal with a screw-down locked crown. What does all that mean? Well, 41 millimeters is the first thing, from my thumb to my index finger, and I actually brought my calipers today to show you what that distance is. And if you look here, that's 41 millimeters. Okay, and it's from bezel to bezel, from one end of the bezel to the other end of the bezel. Now, one of the cool things about Royal Oaks, as opposed to offshores, is how thin it is. And people are actually starting to like that much more. Why? Because look at that. Look how thin it is. It's 11 millimeters. Now, compare that to, for example, like a Datejust, which is approximately 11.5. Not much different, but for an AP, it's quite thin. If you compare the Royal Oak versus the Royal Oak offshore, the offshore is much thicker. I want to say it's closer to 14 millimeters, and it's much thicker. So if you want a watch that is going to fit underneath your suit cuff, or you just want a thinner watch in general because you don't like how beefy it is, then you need to go with the Royal Oak collection, which is the collection that I have in front of me. It's stainless steel, and they make the Royal Oak, the largest that they make it in is 41 millimeters. I like that size. They actually also make it in, I believe, 37 millimeters and also 39, but 41 is the largest. And it's a good size for a dress/sports watch. Now I want to bring your attention to a few things, details on this case. Take a look at this polish. I mean, dang. It's brush polished right here where my thumb is at, but it has a very fine high polish on the edges right there, and it's just beautifully done. I mean, look at the craftsmanship on this. Okay, now I want to talk about the bezel a bit right now, and bezel is probably the most interesting thing on this watch if you ask my opinion. It has an octagonal shaped bezel. It's circular on the inside right here where you see my finger pointing to where the crystal is, but the outside of the bezel, or this bezel, is actually octagonal. And what else you notice here, interestingly, is you see these little screws. They're white gold. And how do you turn a hexagonal screw? You ever think about that? Well, the answer is you don't. You actually screw it in from the back. You see these screws? This screw here, for example, where my thumb is pointing, corresponds to this screw on the top where my index finger is pointing, and you screw those two pieces together. Now, it actually includes the bezel, the case, and the case back, and a gasket. Those four pieces, you sandwich them together, you stick the screw on the top in already, and then you screw it in from the back. Does that make sense? Okay, well, anyhow, even if it doesn't, basically AP did a great job of making this case, which is why you see this amazingly beautiful watch. So if you look at the finish on this bezel, it's actually amazing. Now I'm going to wipe away these fingerprints so you can see it a little bit better. But look at how there's a high polished on the edge here, again brush polish a little underneath that next to the rubber gasket, and then again high brush finish on the bezel right there. I mean, I just think they do a great job. And even if you look at the edges of or the side right here, they do the same thing here again. I'm not sure you can see that. Even like the little edges right there where my pinky's pointing is high polish brush, and it alternates. I mean, they just did a really great job. I can't imagine how they do it. Maybe by hand, by machine, who knows? Maybe a mixture of both. At any rate, it's really, really good. So let's talk about the next thing here, which is the dial. The dial is a silver toned with grand tapestry pattern, has black counters and an external zone. White gold applied hour markers and royal oak hands with luminescent coating. What does all that mean? Basically, it means that it has this waffle dial or tapestry dial, which actually looks kind of 3D, and I'm trying to show it to you. It has like bumps, kind of. You see that? It's not flat. Gives it like this in-depth look that looks kind of 3D. And the hour markers, they've really improved on this. They've made it so that you can see it at night, and this is what it would look like. I've luminesced it so you can see all the hour markers as well as the hands, the minute and the second hands. I really love that. And this being a chronograph, even though it's 41 millimeter, it makes it actually a little bit larger. So if I were to start the chronograph, that's how you start it. You simply press down, start, and stop. And I really think AP did it much better than, for example, their counterpart Rolex, in that all you have to do in this is simply press down. I like that. You might think that that's like a very obvious thing to do, but if you compare that to its competitor, the Rolex Daytona, you actually have to unscrew this thing, which is kind of a zonk against Rolex. I mean, why do you need to unscrew a push button? Isn't the point of a push button exactly that, push button, not unscrew button? So I figure that, you know, Rolex would kind of fix that. I don't really like that about their watch, but AP seems to have figured that out. They simply press the button and it goes. Stop it and it stops. Reset on the bottom. I mean, I think that's pretty intuitive. That's how the watch should be, and that's how they actually did it. So kudos to them. Let's move on next to the bracelet. Now this is probably one of the coolest parts of the AP bracelet, or of the watch, is the bracelet. The bracelet is absolutely amazing. It's stainless steel with an AP folding clasp, and again, if you look at the polish here, I mean, dang, look at that. It's high polish right here at the edges, and it's brushed satin finish here, but if you even look more closely at the end of these links, it's also high polished on the end of those links. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see all that detail in this video. I hope you can. If you can't, you can also click on the link in the description below where we have pictures of this watch on our website, jazztime.com, and you can actually also buy this watch, which is the reason why I'm making this video, not for you to just look at it and buy it from someone else. Yes, we actually make this video for the purpose of making money. Yes. So anyhow, if you look at the finish of this bracelet, it's absolutely amazing. High polish there, brush, high polish, alternating. I mean, this must have took forever, I would imagine. And that's probably why they charge what they charge, okay? Now let's talk about the movement. Unfortunately, they don't, this is kind of a zonk against them, I gotta say, is they have a closed case back. It's not an exhibition case back. I really wish that they had an exhibition case back, because if you look at this caliber 2385, it's an amazing movement. In fact, it has 37 jewels and 304 parts, and I mean, it's, if you ever taken the back off this, it looks, you know, absolutely insane. So why cover it up with this ugly like case back? You should have a exhibition case back. Why they don't do that, I'm not sure. I'm sure they have their reasons, but I just really don't know. But I guess if you really want to look at what the movement looks like, you could simply go to our website or go to AP's website and look at pictures of it and imagine it. It has a monoblock 18 karat gold oscillating rotor on the back that you can't see, but it's there, and yeah, I think it's a very good movement. It has a power reserve of 40 hours. Now, as I said in the beginning, I was going to give you my thoughts. They make this watch in both silver, black, and blue, blue being the boutique edition. Now, if you like this watch, I really wish that you would buy it from Jazz Time, which is why we're making this video on a Saturday afternoon while you guys are hanging out. We're actually making these videos for you, so in the comfort of your own home, you can watch this video, decide to buy this watch. If you want to buy it, simply click on the link in the description below. Check us out at Jazz Time. And as to my thoughts on this watch, I mean, you know, it's a 20K plus watch. It's really expensive. I mean, if you have the dough for this, I mean, it's pretty much the king of the heap. It's this watch, the Nautilus, you know, the Rolex Daytona, they're all in the same category. They all compete with one another. AP kind of has this category locked down in the mid-20s, just because, like, you know, Patek Nautiluses are more like in the 50s, and Daytonas are at least at the moment, they're trading in the low 20s. So I mean, at the mid-20s for a steel chronograph AP, I think it's actually kind of a bargain. You know, it's a mid to high 20s at least as of the moment. Now, if you call me and the price has changed in a few years, please don't call me and ask me that I quoted this price. No, I'm simply telling you what the market price is right now. What it will be in a few years, I have no idea. But I can guarantee you that we have it at the lowest price anywhere online if you go to jazztime.com. Thanks!
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.